Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. Today's question is, should you track your gaming? So what do I mean by track? There's several different ways that you can be tracking your games. For example, just using the console menu or your Steam libraries, list of games. That's one form of tracking. You could make an Excel sheet or use a hobby tracker like Backlogged, or maybe just journal or join a gaming forum or group chat, or have some friends in real life that you just discuss your games. But the concept of tracking your gaming has been coming up a lot for me recently with different conversations with my friends, and I feel like I'm in a bit of a minority where I have a lot of different ways that I track my gaming hobby, and I feel not a lot of people actually do it. Maybe those videos about backlog trackers and all that get a lot of views, but it doesn't seem most people engage in that kind of part of the hobby. And so I wanted to talk today about kind of what I thought about whether you should or not. So first I kind of want to just qualify, I feel like not every person who plays video games should track their gaming hobby, particularly people that have one game or are very much just in the casual space of, I only play a couple games with friends, like a Mario Party or something like that, or maybe a Candy Crush. Your parents who play Candy Crush only, like or Scrabble or something. Maybe they don't need to be tracking their gaming. This is, I think, more for someone who has a backlog or several games that they like to play. And just wants to take their gaming hobby a little bit more intentionally, or someone who just wants to make better use of their time. So I just wanted to dive into the benefits, I think, of what tracking can do for you. So first and foremost, it just quantifies how many games you have and how many you've played and how many you've beat. Just knowing those numbers right off the bat, I think, could help you understand, okay, I have played most of the games I own, or I have so many games and I haven't even played most of them. It can really kind of just give you a clear picture of what that actually is. Also, one thing that's really fun is if you end up doing an Excel or sheet or like a hobby tracker, oftentimes you can have access to a lot of the sorting information, kind of like genre or the duration of the game, the difficulty of a certain game, and what that enables you to do is, like, if you're one day feeling like, I really want to play a scary game, instead of having to like scroll through your Steam library or maybe your console library, like the Switch eShop or something, to find the game that you're playing, that you want to play, you can access it in one tracker, or just all in one place. Next up, also, I think speaking of picking a game to play, I think having a tracker or tracking your gaming helps you speed up the decision making on what to play. Oftentimes, I feel like what I'll do is every few months I'll look at my list of games that I own, and I'll pick a handful that I'm like, okay, the next couple months I want to play these games, and then next time I have a few 30 minutes, 20 minutes to play a game, I don't have to waste 5-10 minutes just picking a game. I can already dive right into it. I also think that tracking your games gives you a sense of accomplishment. When I use kind of a green highlight color to signify that I beat a game, and when I get to do that, it really gives me a sense of accomplishment from completing a game. I don't think that's the end-all, be-all of playing games, but I do think that is a pro, and it does feel good. I also think tracking your games helps you feel like your backlog, or just the games that you're trying to finish, it feels a little bit more manageable. I think sometimes people just go, I'm never going to beat all the games that I own, or most of the games that I own. And I feel like when you track your hobby, your gaming hobby, I think it it just feels a little bit more manageable. You can see the progress happening. Doesn't make it faster per se, but it does feel more manageable. And finally, I feel like one of my favorite parts about tracking your gaming is that it helps you share your journey a lot easier, a lot more easily. I feel like I'm able to, if I bump into someone who asks me what my favorite games that I've played in the past 6 months have been, I can pull out my different tracking things and give recommendations right then and there. And also just I can also share on games that I did not enjoy. So anyways, that's my answer. I hope that was insightful, and let me know if you agree, disagree. Let me know in the comments. Finally, I just wanted to jump into the more update section. So really bummer thing that happened recently was that both controllers that I like to use to play on my Switch, both of the controllers experienced some pretty gnarly stick trip where it seems like the left joystick is just stuck in the like moving forward position. Even if I'm not touching the controller, it just like moves up. So last weekend I took some time over the Labor Day weekend to just try and fix one of them, but the screws on that PowerA controller are just absolute trash. So I'm still working on that one, and then hopefully the next couple of days I'll be able to try out and fix the GameCube controller. So hoping that goes well. But I've been really enjoying in the meantime playing Undertale. That's been super fun. Yeah, I think I've laughed more while playing Undertale than any game that I've played in the past like 5 to 10 years. So I highly recommend it. I think I'm almost towards the end of it. We'll see. I imagine I'll beat it by the time the next video rolls around. And then yeah, hopefully if I can fix my controllers, I can continue to play Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't really feel like playing that on a Joy-Con. Just doesn't feel that comfortable. And finally, a game that I bought for my wife and I to play together was the Lego Harry Potter game. I got the Lego Star Wars game for her a couple years ago when it came out, but that was much more complicated than I thought it was going to be, especially the third-person camera perspective. But this one, it's a lot more like the classic Lego game, so I think it's going to be a lot more her speed. So hopefully we'll be able to play some of that this fall. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.